we have last comedian. We're gonna spice it up now because on stage, please welcome. Here we have a lovely comedian all the way from Chile. Yes, please put your hands together. Welcome on stage, Easy Salcedo.
Hello, everybody. A friend from South America called me and she said she got mugged. And I was like, wow, in Estonia, the only thing we get mugged of is of the sun. Mm-hmm. No, but like, Estonia is a great place. It's amazing. For example, we don't have pickpockets. But there's actually a very, very good explanation for this. Put yourself in an Estonian mentality. If you want to pickpocket somebody, you're probably in a very close space, like a bus, and you would need to like approach a stranger, like very close, and put your hands in their dirty pockets. And probably their phone has an AirTag, and you would get like 5 euros, maybe 10. And for an Estonian, you would pay 10 euros to not experience that. As well, Estonia is super safe, super clean. You even get clean needles for free. Like, it's so great. Yeah. Well, I want to talk now about a big problem that I'm facing. Yes. It's not my lack of concentration, because I have a shitload of medication for that. How do you think I'm on stage? Like, for real? No, see, my visa will expire in 4 months. It's pretty bad. So I went to a professor in university seeking like advice. And I expected like career orientation and like job help. And the answer was really quick, simple. She was like, you should get a husband. And suddenly she became like my South American auntie. Why are you not married? You're getting kind of old. Like you're expiring. But I really take advice by heart. Very straightforward. So I went to this dating event. It was very interesting because the room was like full of 20 foreigners, just like me, super desperate. It was so cute. And well, the vibes of the event, see, love, maybe. It was more like the Hunger Games. There's an Estonian. Ah! So that night, Triin, Priit, Martin, oof, they got like so many requests. I had an interesting experience as well. Like a lot of foreigners like Abdullah, Lee, Chan were like, you're really nice. Like we could go out for dinner or for a drink or coffee or anything. I'm really desperate. And I was like, my friend, like, I'm not from here. And in that moment, I immediately knew I was not having free dinner. Disappointing. But everybody was like, but you look so white. And I was like, yes. That's why people don't get when I make jokes about brown people. See, this is like a very tragic story. I talk a lot about this. It's like very difficult. When I was a child, I got dumped into a bucket with bleach. So actually, like, I'm like 5 tones darker. So this is just a fade. It's not real. Yeah, it's getting really hard. But I actually do have a really good partner and companionship. My cat. Woo! Yes. Woo! She's amazing. And I was telling her this issue that I have, like, hey honey, like right now things are really tough. Maybe we need to move to South America. She looked at me and said, oh honey, I'm so sorry. Just drop me in the shelter when you leave for the airport. See, I have a European passport. I was like, you don't have to flex on that. But I don't know, I feel my cat would be a great sponsor. Like, she's independent, she's very responsible, she doesn't have to work. Basically, she has like my dream life. this visa thing, I'm exploring new options. So I'm just like flipping the map and see which other places to go. But I'm like flipping a lot. So like I'm getting like more like east, east, east. So I ended up in Qatar. I looked up moving to Qatar. But I discovered like women like don't have rights. It's horrible. Like you need to get a permission to work, you need a permission to travel, you even need a permission to breathe. It's like you're 5 years old with a coloring book, so discarded that option so bad. Another thing that has changed in this process, in this experience, is before when I went on dates with people, I had standards. He had to be 6'5", work in finance, blue eyes, trust fund, you know, like the regular things. And now it became like really basic. I'm like, do you have a European passport? And like then the second question is like, do you have permanent residency at least? It's negotiable. And my third question is, can you read and write? Because I can't. I just sign documents, like whatever, like I trust these people. They're very honest. So yeah. And I don't know, like people are like, but like just get a job for your visa thing. Like, well, the economy is not doing the best. And it's super worrying me because in this moment, the best investment is getting a husband. And you know the world is fucked up when a husband/man is like the best investment. Like nothing can get worse. Oh, so bad. But yeah, complex. But hey people, I want to know more like about you. I've been talking a lot. So like, who here has a job, for example, or you have had a job in the past? Wow. You all hadn't had jobs. That's so disappointing. I was expecting to meet the trust fund kid after the show. Does somebody here like their job? Wow. Do you work testing sex toys?
I'd love to, but
Ah, disappointing. Who here works, for example, a 9 to 5 and has to go to the office? You? Wow, very traditional. That's great to know because I can break into your house and steal your fancy cheese. Just so you know if it disappears, just in case. Well, I know this can sound really, really shocking, but when I moved to Europe, I needed a job, like ASAP. I know people don't believe me. And this is a very cultural thing, but like in Europe, they always ask for like a cover letter. And I was applying to like waitress/customer support jobs. So I was like, yes, I love customers and dealing with people and just like running around and like being awake at 2 o'clock in the morning and crying in the bathroom and making minimum wage. Like, just sign me up for that job. So my first job in Germany, because I used to live in Germany, was as a waitress in a South American restaurant. Do you know how hard it is to explain to like a German old man that no, I can't put a schnitzel in the taco because it would make my eyes bleed? No. Another thing that was really interesting about this situation is that none of my coworkers, my boss, my manager, or the owner spoke English or German. Very difficult situation.
yes.
But it played in my advantage because I was a horrible waitress. I got all the orders wrong. Everything was late, cold. I broke things like every day. And then like you have this like old German people like, I want to speak to your manager. And me being like, sure, why not? And then you have like this old German and being like, diese Essen ist scheiße, das Restaurant ist nicht sehr gut. And my manager is just like, ja, genau. And then my manager asked him like, what just happened? Oh no, don't worry. They think the food is like amazing. So it worked really well for me. I lasted a long time. But then I quit because at 1 o'clock in the morning, the only thing I want to be doing is having deep conversations with my pillow. So I left. But yeah, tell a story. Another time, well, as a foreigner, you have to do many jobs. You just need to take what's available. So I have been a baker, I have been a manicurist, like doing nails. I even worked in adult entertainment. Yes. Woo! Yeah, I webcam. I had the time of my life. My colleagues were so good. I learned so much about makeup and camera. I worked for an online dealer. Like I was dealing cards in an online casino. It was a great experience, 10 out of 10. So yeah, jobs. Sorry, I didn't take the shitload of medication. So yeah. At this point, I have done many jobs, and every time somebody looks at my CV, they're like, "Oh, you're so interesting." I'm like, it's a polite way to say that I'm weird. The same, they always ask for like CVs and in your interviews, like for your skills, like you're positive, you're a team player. Well, my biggest skill, I'm really good on crisis management because I have been doing that for like the last 5 years. I'm amazing with that. But I don't know, I feel working abroad is really fun. Like it's exciting. Like I used to work in teams that were like 10 people from all over the place. Great communication. Nobody understood anything. But there was this colleagues that I always felt kind of threatened by, the Asians. Because you can't compete with Asians. They're like superhumans. And I'm Latina, so I really need my evening siesta by design. But well, about this whole visa thing, I have a plan if everything fails. My cat will adopt me. She pays her taxes, she's responsible, she's like the model Estonian citizen that I want to be. So I will leave soon because I need to file my adoption paperwork at the shelter. A little bit about backstory, my cat. When she arrived at my place, she was very shy and she didn't eat or drink, and I got really worried and I brought her to the vet. And the vet was like, have you tried giving her pickles? And I was like, pickles? Like, yeah, she's Estonian. She likes them. So now she eats normal, she's much more friendly, and my apartment stinks like pickles. But it's really sad with my cat because she has had a difficult life. And not because she comes from a shelter. Like, the shelter's a really technological place, super nice, like, I want to live in the shelter. No. She's traumatized because she lives with me. And that's hard to deal with. Thank you so much, people. I hope you enjoyed my time.